Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. So today I'm here with something really cool, a total blast from the past. If you're an 80s or a 90s kid, you're going to recognize this immediately. It is the Game and Watch game, but with Zelda on it. So if you grew up playing Zelda, this is really fantastic because it doesn't just have the original Zelda. I pre-ordered mine probably like 4 or 5 months ago, and I didn't realize that it came with more than the original Zelda on here because my Game and Watch Mario game basically only had the original Mario. It didn't have 1, 2, and 3 on it. This one has regular Zelda. Then you have Link's Adventure, which is Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, and then you have The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, which is my favorite Zelda game out of all of them. I played like every single Zelda game except for Majora's Mask. Never really appealed to me. I always thought it was odd. Maybe I'll play it one day. But all the normal Zelda titles I played. And Link's Awakening has always been my favorite. I had the gold Game Boy back in the day in the 90s with the gold cartridge. Played through it countless times. And of course they remade it for the Switch now. But this is cool. Of course it's $49.99, which to me, I have no problem paying that. This is like rebuying a part of my childhood, a part of my formative, like teenage years, playing some of these games. And they're just good. I still, even on my Nintendo with like the little Nintendo console thing on there, I will go play these from time to time. But very, very cool. And now it's available. So we'll do the unboxing, talk about it, go through, take a look at the menu and the games and the controls and all that stuff. Show you the whole thing. So that way you can find out if it looks like it's worthwhile. But before we do that, I do want to say if this is your first time stopping by the channel, thank you for being here. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Zelda Game & Watch game. Alright, so let's go ahead and take the Game & Watch out of the box here. So it comes in this plastic box. You can see here on the back, like I was talking about, Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2. Very unorthodox game. Like, they feel like two completely different games. If you ever played these growing up, way different. And then Link's Awakening is, in my opinion, it's my favorite Zelda ever, and I've played, I think, all of them. I don't know what this is. I'll have to check that out. And then this playtime clock, and then a playtime timer. So here, let's not waste an opportunity to use the handy dandy unboxing tool. So let's cut this open here. There we go. Ta-da. Let's take this out. I'm really excited about this. Zelda is one of my most favorite franchises ever. So here's the documentation. User's guide shows you how to charge it. I mean, very straightforward and simple. There we go. Not a whole lot to it. Press the power button and plug it in if you need to charge it. Yeah, that's about it. This is the most simple user guide I've ever seen in my life. All of this to say, press the power button and plug it in. Okay. Wow, and let's go ahead and close this before, we hurt ourselves. So, here we go. Let's take this out of the box. Oh, this is cool. So apparently you can use this as a stand. So that's neat. You can use the cardboard box that comes in as a stand. So I guess you can use it as like a clock or whatever. So you can go ahead and prop that up and put it in there, I guess. Interesting. Never would have guessed that. Glad I looked at the diagram. And then we've got a charging cable here. So we've got the world's shortest USB-C cable, which, Jiminy Cricket, look at this. This is like tiny. Maybe it's like 6 inches. Of course, it's got Nintendo branding on it, so it's way overpriced. All right, here we have the Game & Watch. And this is very reminiscent of the old Game & Watch handheld games. I mean, this was handheld gaming way back in the day, and they had like one game apiece, or they had a couple different ones. They brought them back. We had them when I was a kid. We had some of these, so they were cool. Power button's over here. Let's go ahead and press that. See if it's got any juice inside of it. Hey, there we go. That's cool. So it pulls up the little Zelda graphic here. You can press this to change the game. You can do this for the time. There we go. So it's like a clock. And there's a pause and set. So of course we would want to set time, auto sleep. Maybe you can set, I think you can set an alarm on here. That's kind of neat. So we'll get out of that. So we don't have to hear that anymore. I guess it's going to do this incessant beeping thing. You can hear that, right? It's kind of annoying. So, regular Zelda, Adventure of Link, Link's Awakening. You can check those out, and then here's the other stuff down there. So very cool. Oh, that's neat. If you cycle left or right, I guess it changes the languages. So if you don't play English, I think that's Japanese. Japanese and English for that one. We got Japanese, Dutch, French, English, Japanese. So anyway, cool. Couple different languages there. So you can play it in whatever native language if it happens to be one of them. So I'm going to turn this off because I can't stand listening to that. It keeps doing this little beeping thing. Anyway, little speaker over here so you get the sound. Got the D-pad. This is the same original, basically, D-pad as on the Nintendo controller. It's nice. It's tactile. It's got good spring to it. It's not spongy. So that's going to be important for playing this game because you need to be able to move with precision. Got your B and your A button there. Select and start. And then you charge it with USB-C over here. It's got a built-in battery. I think the battery is going to last for a while. I don't know what the rating is on it, but when I had the Mario one, you could play it for quite a good long time without having to plug it in. And you can see they've got little screws there. They really would have won some points with me if these, instead of being small hex screws, or little tri-hex, tri-something, I don't know what it is. If they had like Triforce shaped screw and it came with a screwdriver, that'd be kind of cool. So, yeah, this right here is the Legend of Zelda. And like I said, you can see it starts up pretty quick. I don't like this continuous beeping thing, though. I don't know why it's doing that. So let me go ahead and hit the regular Zelda. So you just pick whichever one you want, and then it pops up. Let's turn the volume up here. You can also adjust the brightness. That's also going to impact your battery. You can see the battery indicator there. So, all right. So we got this set, so you can hear. So the sound is actually pretty decent there. Pretty happy with that. And you got a nice LCD screen to play on. So this will be great for playing stuff. I mean, this is way bigger than, is it? I think it's maybe about the same size as the Game Boy screen. I'm not sure. But you can play on here just fine and start your game. It's funny. So used to back in the day where you would type in, you have to hit start for everything, not A or B. There we go. So let's start the game. And yeah, just like I remember it. Here we go. Let's get our sword. Very cool. All right. So that does it for the hands-on stuff here. Hold on. So that does it for the hands-on stuff for the Game and Watch. Let's blip back and I want to talk about it for a minute. All right, pretty cool with the Game and Watch Zelda game, huh? So I had the Mario one. Well, I still have it. I bought it when it came out. Played it, enjoyed it. This one right here, the same thing. I am fixing to start playing Link's Awakening so I can play through it again. I don't know. I might come back and do some more review video on the games themselves if y'all are interested in that. Because this is more of like a cursory unboxing. Take a look at it. Kind of a discussion. Show you how it works. But I like what they're doing here. I like these classics. I'm hoping we get like a Castlevania one soon. That would just make my day. Or if we got Mega Man, it had like Mega Man 1, 2, and 3. There are so many great classics on the Nintendo. This is a good format. It's very durable. It's got this nice plastic on it. It's kind of cheap, but not in a bad way. It's very, very easy to toss in your pocket, toss in a bag, and gives you the ability to play some of these retro games that we've all paid way too much money for over the years. Because, of course, we had it on the Nintendo. We had it on the Game Boy. We had on the emulator. We had the anniversary editions. We had... if I had a nickel for every time I bought some of these games, so like when they came out with the game arcade collection on the Wii, and then on the Wii U, and then on the Switch, I bought so many of them. I like this, and then it's got my favorite, so I'm even more happy. Like, I love the original. I love Link's Awakening. Maybe I can finally beat Link 2 or Zelda 2. I got all the way to the last castle on this one years and years ago, and the memory battery in the cartridge on the Nintendo went corrupt, and that was a problem that they had. They were known for that. The original Zelda 2 Link's Adventure, it was prone to having battery issues for the memory. Even the original Zelda game had problems sometimes. So I lost my save game at the very last level, and I just never could bring myself to play it again. So maybe I'll beat it now. I'm really looking forward to playing Link's Awakening again. I like the controls. I like how it has the original D-pad from the Nintendo. And then the buttons are not exactly the same. These, I think, they're more soft and spongy. They're a little bit better for long-term play. They're more forgiving. because you got that little lip around the original Nintendo button on the Nintendo controller. And if you haven't played for a while, it could be a little harsh on the finger after a while. So this, I think, is a fair compromise. I would have kind of liked the original buttons, though, just for the effect. But I'm looking forward to playing this. It does go into standby mode as well after a couple of minutes if you don't press any buttons. So everything you need here. Hopefully you enjoyed this. This is really cool. 50 bucks. If you like the games, it's probably going to be worth it for you. It was worth it for me. I'm glad I bought it, and I think it's cool. And then it's a collector's item, too. So that's one of those things. It's some memorabilia. Nintendo will still find a way 30 years later to charge you the same amount of money for something they did back in the day. Always pulling on those nostalgia and those heartstrings. But anyway, that's the Game and Watch Zelda game. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those down in the comment section. I'll get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.